this new product called LearnerScript to provide advanced analytics to Moodle. We already have some tools out there in market, but we want to have the plugin version of reporting tool for Moodle. So we want to have the Moodle user to install the reporting tool into their Moodle instance and start getting the reports and do modifications and everything within Moodle, so that they don't need to share their data to any third-party software, or they don't need to maintain multiple servers or applications to get the reports. So that's our basic idea here to build this LearnerScript. And we released the LearnerScript 8 months ago, nearly 8 or 10 months ago, and recently 1 month back we come up with the version 2. So we want to improve our tool day by day, so based on our inputs and feedback from our existing clients. On that we had a new version, the version 2.0, with a lot of improvements. The major improvement will be the performance. So obviously to get the reports we need a better performance, so we improved in the performance wise very much in a version 2. And so today we're going to look at let me show today's agenda. So today we're going to discuss about the introduction of LearnerScript and what's new on LearnerScript 2.0, and why you need LearnerScript, why you want to choose this tool. And well, we will see the live demo of LearnerScript, how it works and all, and then we'll have a Q&A. Okay, then let's start with introduction of LearnerScript. Let me stop it. So this is our website. So the LearnerScript, as I mentioned, it's advanced analytics plugin for Moodle LMS. Why it is advanced? When you are using this tool, you can't just have a reports. You can't just have a dashboard. You can even modify it. You can customize the dashboards and reports. You can create your own reports and dashboards. There's a complete flexibility when it comes to the customization of the tool. Creating reports, creating a dashboard, and a lot of things you can do with the LearnerScript 2.0. So this tool will work in that way. There are a lot of customizations available, and you can create the reports and dashboards for particular roles so that they can have a role-wise data. So there are a lot of things you can do with this tool. So that's the reason it's advanced analytics plugin for Moodle LMS. So this is our website. You can always go through it and you can see all the features and how the things work and all. And you can even find the documentation of the plugin here in the down below. There's a documentation link where you can check how this tool works. Now we have a complete knowledge base for the LearnerScript. So anytime you can go and check that. So let me just get back to the previous slide. Okay, so next, what is new in LearnerScript 2.0? So LearnerScript 2.0, as I mentioned, the performance is a high priority for us, but still we changed some design, UI part, and we added some new reports based on the client's requirement, and we got plenty of requirement requests, but some of them are added into the version 2.0, and more need to be added in the future. So we want to improve our tool day by day by adding more features and having a better reporting tool, so that Moodle users can have better reports and better reporting tool within a Moodle. So performance is a major change, and design changes, new reports, and the permissions has a better change now. And new reports will be like forum reports, how the students participating into forums, and need grading for teacher, where teacher can see how many assignments are pending from my end to be graded. So with the detailed information about the need grading report, and average time spent for the admin to check that how much teacher and student spending an average time on the LMS or course. So it's a course-wise average time spent for teacher and student. So there are some screenshots about the new look and feel, and there are new graphs added. So now, why you need a LearnerScript? And apart from the technical advantages and features, why exactly you need a LearnerScript? So there are some reasons, there are so many reasons, but some of them are listed here. Like, this tool is completely responsive. We work really hard to make this tool completely responsive and mobile friendly and browser compatible. we tested with the different themes available out there for Moodle. Not only the basic Moodle theme, but we tested with all major themes available for Moodle to work with any theme you have. It may be premium themes, or it may be existing themes like Move theme or Essential or anything. So we tested a lot with when it comes to the UI and responsive design, and this tool is completely mobile responsive. And it's easily installable at your premises. As I mentioned in the beginning, we want to have this tool available within Moodle as a plugin. So we don't want to build any other reporting software so that you can connect to that software. So we want to have it as a Moodle plugin. So it's very easy if you know how to install the reporting plugin. Not only the reporting plugin, if you know how to install a plugin in Moodle, so you're good to go to start using the LearnerScript. And it's a one-time purchase. We don't want to have any subscription models. We don't want to have a yearly or monthly basis payment. So we want to have one-time purchase. So anyhow, we are giving this tool as a plugin. So we will give complete source code once you get the plugin purchased. And also with this one-time purchase, we're going to give 1 year free premium support. If you have any issues with the installation, or if you found any bugs or anything, you will have a dedicated support portal where our support persons will help you with these things. And this is built on Moodle, and it's available for all major versions of Moodle from 3.0 to 3.7. As I mentioned, you get complete source code. There is no locking. So now let's see the live demo. So let me go back from our website. I'll just go to view demo. So I log in as admin. I think I already logged in. So I log in as admin. So if you don't log in, so you will see this page when you click on the view demo. And anytime you can check manager or teacher or student logins, and you can check how this tool works for them. So now I'll log in as admin. So once you install this plugin, so you will have set up everything automatically done. The setting up the dashboards, reports, configuring the reports, and everything will be done automatically. And you will have this small block here called LearnerScript, so which will be added to your site. You can create multiple dashboards. You can see here the switch dashboard list. By default, you will get 4 dashboards for admin, 1 for teacher and 1 for student. So by default, it will be set up for you, and you can create more based on your requirement. So here you can switch to different dashboards. There are some options on top of the dashboard, which is available for all the dashboards you create in LearnerScript. So the first one will be the Curation Filter. So the duration filter is very much useful when you want to see the data for a particular time duration. Let's say I want to have a data for last 1 year, or let's say last 1 month, or I can even select the custom date range, like September 3rd to November 14th. So that's how I can filter the data so that I can have a data for a particular time duration. The complete dashboard will filter based on that data. So that time duration filter available for all the dashboards and reports in LearnerScript. So all the reports, when I say all the reports, we almost have a 90 reports readily available for you in LearnerScript. So you don't need to start building reports or start learning the tool. So you can just install it and start using it with the existing reports. So before getting into the customization and administration part, I just want to explain how these dashboards work and what are the reports information we have within the dashboard. So here you can see in the main dashboard the course participation. I mean, how many enrollments throughout the site happen, how many completions are there, and how many learners and instructors are there in the system, and how many total logins and unique logins happen till date to the system. And as I mentioned, this average time spent by learners and teachers and course is added in version 2, where I want to check for top 10 courses where users spending more time on these top 10 courses, and how much time student spending and how much time teacher is spending. So we are just comparing here with this multi-chart graph, so that we can compare, who's spending more time, teacher or student. So something like that. And you can even see, how much time they're spending each other. So this is the average time spent by learner and teacher in each course. As you can see, these are the courses. And you can see total how many activities are there, and trending courses based on different criteria. For example, based on completions, what are the trending courses? Based on the access, what are the trending courses? And based on the grade, what are the trending courses? So based on different parameters, you can just see the trending courses on the dashboard widget. So this is we call it as widget. You can see top 10 participation courses based on enrollments and completions, as you can see here. So you can analyze the data there, and then you have a course summary. So the course summary is very much important in LearnerScript because Moodle is completely dependent on course. So now we have this course summary widget where you can see all the courses information within this report, and you don't need to go anywhere to check about any course information. For example, here I can check by just searching here, without refreshing the page, without going anywhere. I'll just search the course I needed, and I'll get that course, and I'll get the information regarding that course, the complete information, how many enrollments happened, how many completions, the total activities, overall average grade, the progress of the course, highest grade, lowest grade. There's a lot of columns are available. So I just added few, and you can always customize these columns based on your requirement. And then I can even have some drill down options here. When I click on the 14, I can see those 14 students information. Marketing management 2 course, each learner summary, when they enrolled, how many assignments they completed, quizzes, SCORMs, activities, the progress of each student, and everything. And also when I click on the completed, I can see those completed users here, and when they enrolled and all the information. And I can even see how many activities are there in this course. As you can see, the learners, completed, enrolled, and activities, these are the important components per course. So when I click on the activities, I can have those 9 activities, and in each activity, how many learners completed from the enrolled list, and what is the max grade and pass grade, average grade. There's so much information about the activities and the progress. And when I click on the grades again, I can see the grade for each learner and the status of the activity they completed or not. So as I mentioned, you can see the complete course information within this widget here. I can see how many people visited this course and how many times each student visited. So, and how much time students spent on this course, total time spent. So there is a lot of information available here, and even when I click on this course, there is a course profile. We call it as profile, where you can see the complete course information of the user, like how many student enrollments happened, completed, and all. And also these columns are customizable. There are more columns available. You can enable or disable the columns based on your requirement. When I show you how to design a report, you will understand how to do this thing. Okay, now let me move into the next report, which is a learner summary. Same as course summary, learner summary is very much important. You can see any learner information within your LMS here, and you can see what they are doing and how they are performing. So I can search any learner here, and I can have complete information like how many courses they enrolled to, how many are in progress, the batches, progress. And when I click on the enrolled courses, again I can see each course, how many activities are there, how many they completed, how much time they spent, what is the grade. And when I click on the activities again, I can see the clear information, when he accessed the first time, when he accessed the last time. Okay, and there are so much information like he completed this activity or not, and so based on that, how much time he spent on these activities. So there's a lot of information about the learner, and you can have the complete information within this widget here. So without going anywhere, using from this main dashboard, you can see the complete information of course and learner, which are two major modules for Moodle. And when you click on the user, you will have a user profile of LearnerScript version, where you can see the enrolled courses in progress, completed, and all the information. How many quizzes are there? 6 quizzes, and what is the progress, and what is the grade, and how many attempted he did. And based on SCORMs, assignments, so you can even see assignments. Did he started assignments? Did he submitted assignments? So I can say, almost all the information regarding the learner can be available from this widget, so that you can have everything here. Okay. Now, let me show you some graphs available for this report. You can enable multiple charts based on your requirement, but by default, we enable few. For example, the participation. There is a nice multi-chart graph available, the bar and line, where you can have, how many enrollments happen and how many completed. So you can see the comparative, how many based on enrollments and completion. So that's how it works. So you can just see the based on enrollments and completions. And we have a grade, highest grade, lowest grade, and average grade. You can see here where the average grade between the highest and lowest. You can even check individually these grades in each course and the progress of each course. You can see, and time spent, how many visits happened, and how much time user spent on each course, and finally the table. So you can see here on the fly, we can change the format of the report, and we can view here. And you can download the report with the PDF, CSV, and Excel and ODS. And you can even edit, design, delete, and hide from here. There are so many actions you can do. And you can schedule the report. Scheduling report is one of the key role in LearnerScript. We don't want user to log into the system to check the report every time. So if you want to have a updated data, day to day or every week, so you can just schedule it for a particular user. For example, I want to assign this report, schedule this report for admin, so that admin can have this report in Excel attachment to his email every week on Saturday. So that will be scheduled for him, and every Saturday he will get this report with updated data to his inbox as an XLS attachment. So that's how you can just schedule it. And you can even send a quick email, immediate email. Instead of scheduling, I want to share this report right away, I can just do that. And you can even filter the data here on the fly. So these are the important reports from the main dashboard, and we have a course dashboard. In the version 2, actually, we have a course mandatory filter for this dashboard, so that admin can see the complete course data of, within the dashboard. So for the selected course. So I don't want to show all course information together. I just want to have a course-wise information. For example, let's say I want to search the marketing management 2, which has more data comparing to any other course. So I just search it, and I can have complete information of this course, like how many assignments are there, how many assignment completions are there, quizzes information, SCORM, and the course profile, obviously, and the top learners in this course based on different parameters, completed activities, assignments, quizzes, and all. And the trending activities based on the grade, or based on the time spent, or based on the access. So there may be different trending activities based on different parameters. And the assignment summary, quiz summary of this course. If you want to check for any other course, you can just type the course name and you can have it. That's how it works, the course-wise dashboard, reporting dashboard, where you can see the dashboard, reporting dashboard for course-wise. So that's a course dashboard, and we'll have a geographical dashboard. The geographical dashboard is useful, when you want to check how your users are using your LMS, on which browser, which device, from which location they are accessing to. So many things you can get into, the browser, device, and all. So, and also there are map reporting, map charts are available where you can see the from which country your users are accessing more and from which country your users are registered. And depends on your requirement, we can even build your own country with the state's data. And there is a time spent dashboard. So the time spent dashboard is something built by LearnerScript. We are taking the time spent of the user or the screen time of the user using with a different mechanism. So once you start using this plugin, from the day we're going to track the time of the learner on course, how much time he's spending on course, and based on that we'll have some reports like trending course, top learner, trending activity, and how much time he's spending on each resource. So this is something related to time spent. So I'll just go back to the main dashboard. So these are the existing reports for admin. There are some other important reports for teachers and students. Let me just log in as a student or teacher. Just log out from the admin. Let me log in as teacher. As you can see, you can just easily log into the teacher anytime and you can check. So when this is a small tour, so when I log in as a teacher, I can see how many courses I enrolled to, how many site visits happened by me till now, and how much average time I spent on LMS from login to logout. So how many courses I didn't log in at, as I mentioned, need grading. How many users I need to grade their assignment, and how many days delayed, and when they submitted. So that's very much important for a teacher, so that it will remind him to submit the grade. And the quiz summary of his courses, he can't see all the courses, he can see the courses he enrolled to as a teacher. And you can even see some charts, participation of the students to each quiz. How many are there, how many attempted, total attempts, how many students are there, everything. So this is nice chart here, and he can see the grade, average grade of all attempts, average of first attempts, and you can even see the grade, average grade, and the total number of completed grade attempts, where it is. So it's comparative report. So there are some other reports available for him: assignment summary, SCORM summary, resource participation of each user. So this is a dashboard for a teacher. So teacher can't access other dashboards. He can only see his own dashboard assigned to his role. So, and we have a student dashboard as well, where student can access some reports. Yeah, when student logs in, he can see how many courses he enrolled, and same, how many visits happened to the site and how much time he's spending, and the course participation, activities, total time spent. There are a lot of information for the student. How many total quizzes he has in the system, assignments, and the quiz summary. I can see in a table clearly what is my status on each quiz, how many attempts I did till now. So he can see the complete summary of his own quizzes for his enrolled courses, and same for the assignment. And forum participation is how many forums he participated and how much contribution from his side. And the SCORM summary, same, when he completed, when he accessed, so he can have his own information of the report. And the badges, his badges, how many badges he achieved till moment. So that's a dashboard for the student, and student also can't see other dashboard, but something assigned to him. So let me log out and log in as admin again. So we till now we just check, what are the reports and dashboard available within LearnerScript. Now we'll see how to create new one. Okay, so I'll directly jump into the add new report thing. So when I click on add new report, I need to give the report name. Let's say the course report for testing, and let me select one of these data sets. So these data sets are very much useful to create multiple reports using existing data sets. So that, if I select the courses data set, there are so many columns are available here to create a new report related to the courses. We'll see what are the data points available within this data set. In next page, the design page. So this is a single page design page where you can build the report within this page without going anywhere. So with few clicks. So here advanced column, which is a course field where I can fetch all the fields from the database directly. And I'll select the full name. I'll rename the label as course. And I can simply drag and drop the columns I need. As you can see, there are so many columns available here. I may need few. So I'll just drag and drop. I can change the label, and I can set the alignment left, right, and I can see and set the width like 50. Let's say 40, 20, 20, 20, 100. So it's just 100% of the table width. And I can enable the filters which are readily available for this data set, just categories. And I can enable some calculation for this report. Let's say I want to see the average of enrollments in the system. I want to see the sum of calculations in the system. And I can enable the default ordering. Let's say time created descending. I want to see recently created courses on top of the list. And then I can enable the export I needed. And I can check the preview. This is how the report looks. Then I'll click on save to create my new report. So using the existing data set, I can create multiple reports based on my requirement with the different data columns. So for one report, I'll have enrollments, completion, and activities. For another report, I may have progress bar and some other columns, so that I can create a number of reports using the existing data sets. So now here you can see the filter, how it works. Here the filter, and there is a, as I mentioned, for each and every report and dashboard, you will have this duration filter so that you can see the data for a particular time duration. Okay, here are the calculations. When you click on the calculations, you can see the calculations for completed and enrollments. And now we can add graphs. Before that, I just want to show you the permissions feature. So permissions feature is very much useful when you want to assign this report to a particular role. And version 2, we have this flexibility for assigning this report in different context levels in Moodle. For example, in system context level, we'll have only course creator. Anyhow, manager and admin can access all the reports, so we'll have only course creator here. And in a category level, we have a category manager and category course creator. And in a course level, we have a manager, teacher, and non-writing teacher. And these reports, these context level of roles can access this report. For example, when I assign this to a category manager, he can see the report for his category courses, not all the courses, his category courses he can view. So there is a flexibility of assigning this report to a role, and at the same time, it will filter the data based on that role and context level. For example, if I assign this to a course level teacher or a manager, only he can see his own course data, not other courses. So that's the permission, and that's a new thing in LearnerScript version 2, which is a context level roles. And we can, as I mentioned before, we can schedule these reports. You can just have this report scheduled. For a particular users, we can even select multiple users and we can set up schedule at a time, and daily, monthly, or weekly. here you can see the scheduling option, daily at 9 p.m. And you can add graph. It's very easy to add graph to this LearnerScript. And when you click on this chart, I can say this is the column chart, but I want to say it as a participation. Let's see the course participation, enrollments and completed. And there is a new option available in LearnerScript 2.0, which is, I don't want to see all the enrollments, but I want to see the enrollments greater than 10. I don't want to see all the enrollments. So I can put some conditions for the selected column so that I can have graphs which I require. Now there is more flexibility for this chart I am creating. So I'll enable the data label and I'll add it. And here I have my new graph. And here you can see that only enrollments greater than 10 are available here. For example, if I remove that condition, I'll have all. So that's the flexibility we have in version 2. You can set up a permission, you can set up a condition. Okay. And I can also have a multi-chart graph, combination graph. Let's say I want to have a participation with a combo. So course, enrollments and completed. Again, here also I can set up some conditions here, but let's see how to add it. So here you can see that bar and line chart together, enrollments and completion, so that you can compare. So that's how you can easily create graphs, and you can easily switch between this chart. And before version 2, we used to have this chart by default, but from version 2, we are not displaying by default. You can choose from here so that report page loads faster. And here you will have this help icon where it will explain the complete data set information for each and every column, so that anytime you can check, and the same information is available in knowledge base too. And now I want to add this report to the dashboard. Let me go back to the dashboard. Let me add widget. Here it is, course report test. I'll just select it, and I'll select the by default report I want. Add to dashboard. Here at the bottom, you can see my newly created report is added as a widget. And you can't just add the reports as a into the dashboard, but you can add these widgets into any page. For example, let me go to some course page if I can do that in demo site. This is very much useful. Let me add it to the dashboard, main dashboard. Let me customize the page and add a block, which is a LearnerScript widget. And here it is. Configure the widget. Let's select the report. I want to see the course summary on the main page. And I want to see the table. No, I don't want to see the table. I want to see the participation by default. Okay. Here I have this report. I can just drag this to the main. So that I can have the report on the main, main dashboard, the widget on any page in the site. So not just for the main dashboard. And there are the widgets and tiles to create the dashboard. So let me create a new dashboard here. Add new dashboard. Let's say custom dashboard, and with the plane. So here I'll add a widget. I'll select some random widgets here. Just add it. So all the reports in the LearnerScript are available as a widget. So you don't need to create a new widget. If you create a report, it will be available as a widget. And using those widgets and tiles, you can create new dashboard, and it will be listed here. And if you want to set up a dashboard for a particular role, you can just switch to that role. For example, I want to set up a dashboard for a course creator. I'll just switch to course creator, and when I click on add widgets, here will be available reports list for this role. For example, for course creator, I don't have any reports in LearnerScript yet. So if I switch to teacher role, I'll have some reports. Now when I try to add new widget, I can see the list of reports available for teacher, so that I can create a new dashboard for teacher using those reports. So that's how you can set up a role-wise dashboard. So that's a personal demo. So if you guys have any questions, so that I can help you with. If you don't have any questions, you can drop me in chat also. Okay, thank you. If you want to know more information, or if you want to have a personal demo, or if you have any information regarding the LearnerScript, please email to info@learnerscript.com so that we can get back to you.